Welcome to Wagner's Tech Talk. Today we're going to be talking about this watch. That's right. This is the LEM4 Pro Android 5.1 watch, and it's awesome. I've been running it for about 3 days now, and it's fantastic. I've had very few issues. I've had a few minor issues with the steps disappearing on me, but the battery life seems to be very good. You can install applications to it. You can use the Android Play Store and download whatever applications you want. I say Android, the Google Play Store, excuse me. Go to the Google Play Store, download whatever applications you want, such as iHeartRadio, Alexa, Zedge, VLC Media Player. You can run speed tests. It's great. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this video right now. So this came all the way from China, and we're about to check it out. So let's go ahead and open it. Of course, I picked the dullest scissors that I could find. Look at that. Scissors can't even cut that. That's pretty pathetic. Okay, time for some new scissors. Packaging. Let's see here. Open it up. Wow. That's pretty big. That's really big compared to that. I knew it was going to be big. I expected that. It's kind of what I wanted. I want to use this while I'm at the gym. So, ooh, I like that band. It's a nice stiff band. Looks like it'll last a good while. I want to use this at the gym. I want to be able to put iHeartRadio on it. And best of all, it is a cell phone. All built into a watch. And we'll go over the full specs here in just a minute. Notice this. It's also got a heart rate monitor. This is for charging. And I'll go ahead and remove the screen protector. That looks nice. Let's see what else came in the box. Here we have the charger for it. So it looks like it's got some magnets. So I guess if I just pop that on it, wow, grabs hold of it real easily. See if it can hold itself. It can even hold its own weight. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we'll charge this up. Let's take a look here. What else is in the box? Screen protector. We'll put that on in a minute. And a manual that's in Chinese. I don't know if anyone wants to read this or not. Might be better to... Maybe you could just pause the screen while you're looking at this if you want to. I'll just fumble through a few of the pages. Of course, we're going to charge this up, and then we'll take a look at it. And we'll go over the specs. And that's it. Very cool. It is a 3G smartwatch. I do happen to have a SIM card that should fit it, so we're going to try that out as well. I'm impressed. Alright, so let's go ahead and charge this bad boy, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. Let's take a brief look at the specs on this particular watch. The manufacturer is LEM4. The watch itself is the LEM4 Pro. Here's the frequency bands that are supported. It uses an MTK 6580 CPU, which is a quad-core CPU. It's got a 2.2-inch touchscreen, and yes, it's got a 320 by 240 display. It's got Bluetooth, it's got Wi-Fi, it's also got a 1200 milliamp hour battery, which is huge for a watch this size, and it's got a 72-hour standby time, and it states that 48 hours of usage time. It says it takes about 2 hours to charge, which is consistent with what I've seen so far, usually a little bit less than 2 hours. And here are all the features. It's got a call reminder, step pedometer, distance, heart rate monitor, schedule reminder, all kinds of different functions, including a camera. The camera is built into it. You can install an application that gets installed on your iOS or Android phone, and you can perform various functions using that application to connect directly to your watch as well. And here's a little bit about the details on the watch band and so forth. If you want to take a look at some of this, I'm not going to go into all that. It does include the wristband, the watch, the manual, and a charging cable. So with that, let's take a look at the watch. I pulled a SIM card out of an old watch that I had, and I haven't used it in a while, so we're going to see if this thing will fit in here. Yes, this is a GSM SIM card, and it looks like I need the smaller portion of this card, which it looks like, yep, I can just break it right off. Looks like it goes in like that. Yep. There we go. Now we got it installed. Power off. Now we'll power it back on. It's a pretty cool little startup screen. GPS. There we go. Looks like it may have connected. Gotta learn this menu here. See if I can place a call. I'll do that up here. It's dialing. Very cool. Okay, so let's take a look at the applications that come pre-installed. So first off, you have contacts, which I'm not going to show. Phone, this is where you would dial a phone number. So you could type it in, or you can hit your contacts button and get your contacts, your text messages. That's a message I sent to my son. We can go into settings, sound options. You can tell it how loud to play, your alarm sound, ring volume, change your ringtone, vibrate on calls. It's pretty neat. Let's go into display. You set your brightness level. Sleep after 10 minutes of activity. App list style. Let's see what that does. Oh, it changes the icons. That's kind of neat. Although I think I prefer the other style. So we'll go with style 2. Connect. So you can connect up to a Bluetooth device or Wi-Fi. Ooh, you can even set it as a Wi-Fi hotspot. That's pretty cool. You turn on airplane mode, your GPS, your cellular network. Very nice. Gesture. Here you can set screen on raising if you want to. So when you raise your wrist up, it'll automatically turn the screen on and show you what time it is. I left that on for a little bit, and it seemed to go off pretty frequently, so I turned it off. But it's still kind of neat. Power saving shows you your power usage. Nice little graph there. Language and input. I've got English. You can change your keyboard, which I'll probably do. I want to use Google Voice Typing as well, so that's cool. Speech, voice input. We'll use Google. Date and time. We'll get it from the SIM card. Reset equipment. I guess that's if you want to reset the entire phone to factory install. Uninstall applications. I suppose here you can uninstall. These are some of the apps that I've already gone ahead and put on here. I installed Amazon Alexa, signed into the Google Play Store, loaded iHeartRadio and Reverb, which I'll show you a few of those here in a little bit. And then about the watch, it's got developer options, model number, version of Android, security patch level, kernel, and build number. Okay, so that's all with settings. Okay, let's go to the browser. We'll go to Google. We'll just type something in. And search. Pretty decent little browser. Alright, so now we'll go on to calendar. And it shows you a calendar. So you can flip down by the month just by scrolling. It's pretty neat. Alright, we got clock. So you have alarms. You can tap here, set the time. You can tell it when you want it to repeat. You can tell it if you want it to vibrate. You can add ringtones to it. Nice. Okay, so then we have camera. We can see the camera that's taking the video from this phone. Let's go to gallery. This is what shows you your pictures. Not the best picture of me, but interesting. You can use 2 fingers to zoom if you want to. Nice little feature. Go to music. I have no music yet. File manager lets me know I've used 1.6 gig. I have 11.23 gigabyte available. Pretty sweet. Health, we'll cover that in a little bit, but you can look at your steps, the number of calories that I burn. I've only had this watch for not even a full day yet, so shows you the steps from today versus yesterday. That's pretty neat. Is that it? That's all there. Then your heart rate, which I can't test right now, so we'll do that in a minute. Weather. So we can see what the weather looks like here. 52 degrees outside. And connect, you can scan this QR code and it can download an application to your phone, or actually you scan this on your phone and it'll give you a link where you can download an app that can communicate with your watch. So that's pretty cool. Bluetooth. I believe this is Bluetooth dialing, so if you want to Bluetooth dial from your primary phone, then you can do that. This one actually has a SIM card in it, so we're going to stick with that, at least for now. Remote. Once you install the application on your phone, you can use this as a remote control to be able to take pictures right from your watch. Alright. Okay, I don't have that connected. Music control, I suppose, is what that is. Find my device. Might come in handy. Now, if you want to switch from Android to iOS, you can hit this button here and it'll swap over. I have it on Android, so I will have the Play Store up here. And yes, you have access to the Google Play Store. So you can download all kinds of stuff to it. Games and Prime Video, whatever you want. It's pretty neat. This is one that I'd like to show you, Reverb. Now I downloaded this one, I downloaded Amazon, and I downloaded iHeartRadio. But Reverb is pretty cool. In order to show you how cool that is, I need to change my location to an area that has a light switch. So let's go do that real quick. Okay, so now we're in the game room, and let's say I bring up my watch here and launch this Reverb app. Now I'm going to hold this button down and I'm going to tell it to turn on the lights. Turn on the game room light. That's pretty cool. So you have full Alexa voice control with this particular watch if you download that Reverb app. Turn the game room off. Turn the game room on. It's very, very fast. I mean, it's instant. Pretty cool. Turn the game room off. Okay, let's do a comparison of the heart rate monitor versus a Fitbit Charge. So we'll launch the heart rate application. Just checking the heart rate. Let's see what the Fitbit says. 80 beats per minute. 78. 77. 78. Oh, look at that. They're fairly close. Right on target. Interesting. One thing you'll notice obviously is the size here between the Fitbit and the LEM4 Pro. You could probably fit 3 or 4 of these in here. So there is a large difference in size. I personally prefer the larger size. That's just because I'm a little bit older and my eyesight's not what it used to be. You may not want something as large on your wrist. And here we're going to do a side-by-side comparison of the Apple Watch versus the LEM4 Pro. And yes, you could probably fit 2 1/4 Apple Watches inside the same screen real estate as the LEM4 Pro. Okay, so I guess by now you're probably wondering, where can I pick up a LEM4 Pro? Well, they aren't sold here in the US, so you'll have to visit a site such as this one, which is banggood.com. If you go there and search for LEM4 Pro, right here, you will find this link where you can actually purchase it for $109.99, which is, in my opinion, a very good price for this watch. I actually purchased mine on Amazon.com. There was only one review on it, and it wasn't too flattering. But since there's not a decent sampling of reviews, I chose not to put that in this video. But here there are 6 reviews, and they came from various countries, and you can tell that most of the people who purchased from Banggood enjoy the watch. I personally love it. I will be using it quite a bit. And anyway, so you can scroll down here, you can get all the specs if you want to go back and look at the specs in more detail. So that's where you can purchase your LEM4 Pro. Keep in mind that it will take about 15 days for it to arrive. So if it's something that you're considering for a Christmas gift, you'll probably want to jump on it pretty quick if you want to get it before Christmas, because in 15 days roughly, you're cutting it close. But it can still make it here, so there's a good chance that it actually would arrive in time for Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was informative. I did take the LEM4 Pro to the gym the other day, and it was really nice being able to stream iHeartRadio and listen to the music through my Bluetooth headset, as well as count my steps and check my heart rate. All of that was great. I was able to leave my primary cell phone in the gym bag, and the size of the watch did not impede my ability to work out at the gym whatsoever. I have taken the watch outside. I'm able to see the screen very well in direct sunlight, which is another thing that's kind of important to me. The size of the watch is obviously larger, as we've seen, but it's actually a Pro, in my opinion, as opposed to smaller screens that I can't see. But someone who's much younger than me may not prefer the size of this watch. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. And if you want to see more from Wagner's Tech Talk, please click the subscribe button. Maybe click the bell if you want to get notified of any new updates. I release videos of all kinds of different subjects. You never know what you're going to find on this channel. Sometimes it's going to be retro computing or retro gaming. Other times it might be, a review on a strange watch that you pick up from China. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.